Hello everyone, I'm coming at you guys today with my review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I know my review is late, but we must get into this foolishness right now. I did write some notes down and I'm going to do my review on this most recent episode. So let's just start off with Kim. Kim was verbally abusing Celie, and to my new subscribers, you guys know her as Sweetie, but over here we call her Celie. She was calling Celie all kinds of bitches, making threats to Celie. And she was just basically upset that Celie was taking a lot of smoke breaks. She had her dad there as well, Kim's dad. And he was there to help her with this whole unpackaging process. She wanted to get the house all nice and tidy and stuff like that for Croy. So, you know how her dad looks. I mean, bald at the crown of his head, the front part of his head, and hair a little bit on the sides and back. He had on some surfer-like shades on, gold chain, navy blue t-shirt, big thick belt. He had his shirt tucked tightly in his stonewashed Levi's knee-length jean shorts on. And he also had on some white and black or white and gray New Balance tennis shoes on. So a hot mess altogether. So Celie, I mean, you can tell this verbal abuse is taking a big toll on her because it shows in her face. The bushy eyebrows, the sidewalk chalk all over her lips, not a good picture. And she threatened Kim by saying that she was going to contact this guy. I think his name was Clark Howard at 11 Alive News. He's the person that you go to when you feel like you're being treated unfairly. In addition to that, Celie, there is a link in the description box below this video. It is the link to the EEOC. I think what she needs to do is file a formal complaint against Kim. And what the EEOC would do, they would start their own investigation. And in this case, I believe that Celie has a strong case. She will win big in this case because there's a lot of evidence within these episodes of how Kim treat Celie. So in addition to that, I believe the people over there at Bravo Network, Bravo Studios or whatever, they need to reach out to the Reverend L. Sharpton and the Reverend Jesse Jackson so they can go and create a rally, start a petition or something fighting for the rights of Celie. So we already know at this point that Celie is no longer with Kim. I'm hoping that she reunited with her family and she's playing patty cake all day long with her sisters or her siblings or whatever. So later on within the episode, Kim was talking to her hairstylist. Yes, she has a hairstylist for those wigs. And she was venting about Celie's work ethic, of recently. She suspects that Celie is jealous because it's no longer Kim and Celie, is Kim and Croy now. This is what Kim suspects, okay? She said that she thinks that Celie is really unhappy. And I could agree that Celie is unhappy. I mean, she says that she had Celie, well, she said that she's been friends or knowing Celie since, well, for 12 years. I don't give Celie no more than 23 years old, okay, if that. That tells me that Celie may have been in Kim's care between the ages of 8 and 11 years of age. That's what I'm guessing. So all that time, Celie has been taking care of 2 girls and a grown woman. And instantly, she inherited a baby. And now she's washing Croy's panties as well. So she is overwhelmed. She has a lot to take in at this point. And well, Kim is mad because Celie didn't register the kids for school. Celie didn't contact the doctor's office to make a doctor's appointment for the baby. But that sounds like a job for mom, in my opinion. I mean, what is it that Kim do? I mean, Kim can't be a mom and contact someone, contact the doctor to make an appointment. I mean, that's like a 2-minute phone call. I mean, she can't register her own kids for school. Like, seriously, come on, let's be real here, okay? So that's all that happened with Kim. Phaedra, she's at this funeral home. She has to embalm like 10 dead bodies before she's certified. So her first body was a dummy. I guess it was to get her comfortable with the whole process of embalming the body and stuff like that. So that's all that happened with Phaedra this episode. However, there is some gossip going on about Miss Phaedra. Somebody, a part of her alleged ugly past, is writing a tell-all book about Phaedra. Apparently, Phaedra has this criminal record. She used to steal luxury cars and sell the parts. And this person is writing all about it. So it is gossip, but there must be some truth into this gossip because Phaedra hired two top-notch attorneys to defend her in this matter. So I don't know what's going on with this funeral home business. I mean, she have Apollo working for her, and Apollo has this criminal past, racketeering and stuff like that. Her mom is supposed to be doing some stuff there. I mean, she's keeping it within the family. So I don't know if this is a hustle within a hustle. I don't know if they will be stealing organs and selling them as well. But I don't know what's going on with Phaedra. So Peter was planning this black tie event, their anniversary party, their 1 year anniversary party. And he was on the phone with this lady and he heard Cynthia's footsteps. And I guess, he didn't want Cynthia all in his business because he told the lady that he was going to call her back and with the credit card number, and he hurried and hung up the phone. So that seemed a bit fraudulent to me. I don't know if he was going to call her back with the fake credit card number and he didn't want to do that in front of Cynthia, or if he was going to go to Walmart and get a green dot card so he can go ahead and pay these people. But he gave Cynthia the rules and regulations. He told her not to come into the room when he's handling business. She need to trust him, and he need $1,000 for this party because he went over budget yet again. So Cynthia's like, why this party has to be this way or whatever. And he was like, well, the people we roll with, it has to be extravagant. So this is no longer about their commitment to one another, their marriage. It is now about impressing the people out there in Atlanta, their so-called friends or whatever. So he told her that someone he's cool with is going to let him use the Bentley limousine. And he told her that Mel could not get into the car, and that was that. I mean, he just basically laid down the law to Cynthia. Now, Kim was talking to her. Did I talk about that already? Yeah, Kim was talking to her hairstylist and stuff like that and all that type of stuff. So that was next on my notes. So Cynthia was contacting Marlo to invite her to this anniversary party. Marlo didn't answer the phone, sent her straight to voicemail. Mel came over for what seemed like a staged scene. They were beating, making bracelets and stuff like that. And then they started talking about this anniversary party. Cynthia said that it's going to be a $10,000 party and that she is paying for it as well, which we already knew from beginning anyways. So I don't know what's going on in the situation. I mean, $10,000, somebody's smoking rocks. I think Peter is smoking rocks, sipping on Night Train out of a brown paper bag while sitting on a milk crate in front of a corner store in a nearby hood. That's what I think is going on. Peter is on crack. Okay, $10,000 for this 1 year anniversary party. So Mel, she just started giving her comment about Peter. She called him an asshole, and then Cynthia came to Peter's defense and told her that she couldn't get in the limousine and all this type of stuff. I mean, I think Peter is into voodoo. I think he chopped off her hair, took one of her socks or something and did some abracadabra all over it. I mean, he has her on some type of spell. I mean, really, he does. So Greg got his weekend pass or a couple of hour pass or a 48-hour pass from Sunny Acres Nursing Home. And apparently he is driving Bryson's Charger. And he supposedly got Bryson from jail. and he wanted to know why Bryson decided to steal a pack of razors from Walmart. So Bryson came out there looking like he smelled like sour milk, Oreos, weed, and cheese puffs. He came out there, he didn't have an explanation whatsoever for what he did. So he told them that he wanted to be a restaurant owner, which I think is a great thing if he really do it. But he won't be doing it with that hair, that beard, and those dirty nails. I mean, in the food industry, I mean, hygiene is top priority. So Greg called himself being a good stepfather, told him that, he don't want to be picking him up from that place again and all that type of stuff. So that's all that happened with that. And the driver didn't show up for Cynthia and Peter. Of course, Peter going off. He's always doing something with his hands, whether it's clapping or just raising it up. But he was going off on the phone to whoever was on the phone. I mean, he went clean off. So at the end of the day, they had to ride in Cynthia's Land Rover. Okay, so they arrived to where the party was supposed to be, which is at Peter's friend house. Okay, so like I said, $10,000 for this party. I don't think I saw any food. I saw people just mingling with one another. I think I saw some champagne and stuff like that, but I don't know. I mean, $10,000. I mean, I really believe that Peter is on crack. He's smoking crack. So she's in the room getting herself dolled up, her hair, makeup, and putting her clothes on. Peter came upstairs, for which seemed like a whole Ike and Tina moment. I mean, do you guys remember the scene in What's Love Got to Do with It, which happens to be one of my favorite movies, hands down. But anyways, there was a scene in What Love Got to Do with It, where I came upstairs. They were supposed to perform, and Tina was complaining about her throat hurting. And I came upstairs and told her there's some people waiting on him, and she bullshitting. She's upstairs and she need to come downstairs. Well, that's just basically what happened in that scene. Peter came upstairs, asked her what was taking long. She need to hurry up. People are downstairs waiting. So he laid down the law yet again. So Cynthia's sister came. The mama came. The mama had this ponytail. I mean, it was like a I Dream of Jeannie inspired ponytail, but it looked more like I had a Nightmare of Jeannie ponytail. Her sister came there with those bushy roots, and she again talking about Peter. And the mom asked Cynthia if Peter was bipolar. They said he was very moody. The sister suspect that he's controlling. And then Cynthia, tried to book her sister, and she told her, you run your marriage the way you want to run your marriage, and I run my marriage the way I run mine. I got this. Girl, clearly lies and confusions. You do not run that marriage. Okay. So, Nene arrived to the party. All the old men, including Peter, was wowing and flirting with Nene. Peter even asked her if she was single. He rested his face on Nene's bosom. I mean, Cynthia and Nene, they need to leave those old men alone, because I heard old men give you worms. Cynthia and Nene need to cut it out. Cynthia and Peter's friendship, I find it very strange and very disrespectful. Marlo was there with her new male toy, and her new man toy. I would say boy toy, but he's clearly a man. Her male man toy. She had on this Easter dress. I liked her hair with the little braid and stuff like that. I liked her hair. Candy showed up with this sparkly Bratz doll inspired dress. It was very short. Peter whistled at the party to get everybody's attention. He announced Cynthia's presence. Cynthia came downstairs with that teased up synthetic ponytail with about 2 bottles of Pump It Up spritz on it. Sheree came there, but before Sheree arrived there, she gave Lawrence the tea. She told Lawrence that Marlo said some very bad things, and she used some slurs and stuff like that. And Lawrence, he went in to confront Marlo about it, and Marlo denied the whole thing. So I mean, it was the moment. Okay, I already called Marlo Blue or Holiday Heart a couple of episodes ago. This was the moment for Blue to show his face with Lawrence. Okay, so she didn't do it. She said that she didn't say it. She lied and stuff like that. So Sheree, just like Mr. Still Standing said, that's his YouTube username, Mr. Still Standing. He said that Sheree is being so messy. She need to worry about how her children are living, and that is the truth. Sheree has been talking about building this mansion for the longest. Okay, there's not a trace of or evidence of construction workers at that site. I mean, she owns like a piece of the underground. That's just what she owned. But I did do some research. There was some type of contract or something that was going all on the internet. I know it was on straight from the ATL.com or something like that. But that's that little lot right there. That's not even closed on yet. So Sheree, I mean, you are so messy this season. You really need to cut it out. So that's all that really happened. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I did write some notes, so that's all that happened. So this whole Peter and Mel situation, I don't know if Peter made a pass at Mel, but something is way bigger than what we see. I already suspect physical abuse. I believe that Peter is an angry drunk. I believe he smoked crack. And I believe that he is beating Cynthia. As I stated before, he's beating her with coconuts, bananas, tangerines, and tree branches. A mess. So that is all, guys. Until my next review. Bye.